So bitch, right next to me, I have a married man with children with his dick out, and I'm here in the passenger seat, fully gagged. Hello, my curious queens. It is I, the one who's ready to answer the questions and spill the tea. And for today's video, honey bunches of oats, I'm going to be spilling it. You ask questions and I'm gonna answer them, bitch. And baby, when I tell y'all came through for me, honey. Y'all came through in the message board section, you know, where everybody can see it. Y'all asked fabulous questions, but y'all some nasty bitches up in my DMs on Instagram, honey. I know, not all. Some of y'all were very sweet. Some of y'all didn't even have questions. Y'all were just like, congratulations on 10K. Y'all were so sweet, so kind. But 90% of y'all heifers on my DMs, bitch, nasty.
Heathen behavior, that's what it was, my DMs.
And I was kind of into it. Yeah. But I'm gonna answer most of them. Yeah, I'm gonna answer most of them, because you know what it is? I am an open book. I'm an open book. I'm open legs. I'm open everything, bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna answer the questions. We're gonna get to know well, you're gonna get to know me. I don't know much about you. But you know, if you want, hey, you can spill your tea up in the comment section. I'll read it, bitch. But you know, y'all ask some questions. Y'all ask some juicy questions, some fun questions, some serious questions. I was like, damn, bitch, I feel like I was on Super Soul Sunday for a minute. But I'm gonna answer as many as I can. But again, thank you to, well, first of all, 10K, bitch. I'm gonna be honest, like, I was gagged. Because at the end of the day, I know for some YouTubers, that's like, a 10K. Okay. But for me, bitch, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I say this, some people say like, oh my god, how do you not have more subscribers? And that really makes me blush, because I'm honestly shocked every time I get like 1,000 more. Even when I get like 10 more followers, I'm like, what the f? What am I doing? You know, like, who am I, bitch? Honestly, I'm grateful to every single person that likes, subscribes, leaves a comment, takes the time to watch my videos, takes the time to see me act a fool up in these streets, okay? Because that's what I am. I'm a clown, bitch. I'm a clown. Hold up. I'm a clown, basically. So I'm honestly like, thank you guys so much, and I'm just like, literally, thank you, because this is my happy place. Even if 2 people were watching, I'd be living it up, bitch, because this is my time to be as crazy as I want to be. This is my time to be me. So I'm glad that some people like me, you know, that you guys like me, that you guys get my sense of humor, my sick, twisted, sarcastic sense of humor. So I'm grateful for that, bitch. But anyways, enough sappy shit. I don't know. That's cute for a minute. Let's spill some tea, bitch. Osteoporosis. Oh, wait. Before we get into it, bitch, if you want to see more of me, if you want to see me talk shit about people we don't know, you know, see commentary videos, reaction videos, you know what I'm talking about. Then girl, why don't you just like, subscribe, and ring that join the family, bitch. Come on. The first question that I'm gonna answer from my DMs, was what is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you, or the most awkward thing that's ever happened? The first thing that comes to my mind is the time I shit my pants in karate class. That could be a whole video in itself. Okay, let me set the story. Let me set it up for you. It was like around Charlie's Angels. So it was like, it was like the second Charlie's Angels, if I'm not mistaken. So I was probably like, wait, it's math, you know. Okay. I was probably like 7, around that area. Child, honey, first of all, obsessed with Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels is my childhood. I'm not lying. My mom can tell you this. Every day, I would come home from school and I would watch Charlie's Angels. That's when DVDs would pop in. I would pop in Charlie's Angels and I would watch it I'm not exaggerating. Every day after school. It was my obsession. I wanted to be them. I wanted to dress like them. I wanted to kick ass like them, bitch. So, like any young homosexual, I was like, okay, mom, because my mom was like, you know, you gotta do something, you know, you can't just go to school and come home. So she was like, okay, what do you want to do? Is there something that you want? I said, I want to be like Charlie's Angels, bitch. Put me in karate class. Not knowing, just thinking that when I go to karate class, I'm gonna be jumping off the walls and doing the, you know, the Lucy Liu kick, jumping on the air and all that stuff, and the Cameron Diaz doing. But I was a child, darling. I didn't know such things. I just thought karate class was jumping off, you know, jumping into the air. Get to the class and I'm just like, you know, I see everybody running and everybody doing these exercises and I'm like, Alex doesn't do this. Alex jumps off into the air and leaps and jumps on, kicks on bitches. That's what she does. She don't do this. No. Girl, by the second week, I was like ready to quit. I was like, girl, I'm not flying. I'm not jumping off. Decepted. Anyways, towards the end, I remember I was like, I forgot. Honestly, all I remember is the shitting part. It was one class. I was like, okay, we were doing the thing. We were doing like, I was over it. I was done, honey. My mind was at home watching Charlie's Angels. What was it? Oh, I went to the bathroom because I said, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom, bitch. Went to the bathroom, and you know when you had it tied up and it's like the white from head to toe. Gotcha. Go to the bathroom. I knew I gotta take a untie it, and you gotta, oh, excuse me, semen. You gotta tie it a certain way. You can't just like, you do like a butterfly knot, or, you know, it's a whole process. I was like, but when I pulled my pants up, I took, you know, I finished, so I thought, pulling pants up, and I felt cold. It felt like, ooh, like a wind. Like, it felt like, it almost felt like water on my ass. I was like, ooh, what happened? Bitch, I look back, mudslide. Oh my God. I stayed in the bathroom the entire class, and I waited until that classroom was emptier than a Bobby Brown concert, bitch. My mom was waiting outside, bitch. I was shuffling. I couldn't even, honestly, it was, I don't want to disgust y'all, but y'all asked the questions, bitch. What was the most, it was wet. It was, oh my God. It seeped through the white karate gear. Bitch, you know that I had to ride all the way home in doggy style position? Cause my mom was like, bitch, I love you, but you ain't shitting on my car seat, bitch. I was so embarrassed, bitch. I was like, doggy style. Girl, if Kevin Spacey was in that car, he would have been turned on, honey, cause I was in doggy style the entire time. It was so embarrassing. I will never forget that time. The embarrassment of in your pants and having to ride doggy style the entire way home with clear windows. They weren't tinted, bitch. They were clear, so the person next to me in the red light could see my ass shitty. Traumatized. Next question. So the next question is, what do you see for the future of your channel? What are the hopes for your future? This was real, like, oh, which is fine, but I was like, oh, I got to sitting and thinking, but I was like, I already have this answer in my mind. I just never told anybody because I wanted to keep it a secret. But you know what? You gotta put it into the universe so it can come to you, bitch. So I'm gonna say right now, I started YouTube because, well, I don't have a life, but also because I love movies, and I've always loved, I grew up watching a lot of, well, first of all, horror is my favorite movie genre. That was another question that people asked, so I want to answer it, you know, 2 in 1. Horror is my favorite movie genre. It's the best genre. I'm sorry, fight me if you want to, but it is the best genre. Anyways, it's the best genre. And I grew up watching horror TV horror hosts. Yeah, that's the one. They would give like these reruns on these, you know, like Antenna TV or those old channels. Back when I was a kid, they would give these repeats because these shows were like in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. You know, that's when the TV horror host genre, when they would give like a B horror movie, like bad horror movies. But horror movies that you were like, okay, it's not good, but it's enjoyable, kind of, mostly. And then you would have these TV horror hosts commenting and kind of roasting, taking the piss out of the movie, but making it like humorous and making it kind of enjoyable. Kind of like I do with Euphoria or Umbrella Academy, whatever. And they just would take the piss out of these horror movies and make them funny. And the ones that I fell in love with was Vampira, and Elvira.
Yep, that's right. It's Lilo Me, that gal in a wig whose talents are big. Elvira, mistress of the dark.
And Svengoolie and all those people. Obsession is not even the word. I grew up wanting to be Vampira and Elvira. So for me, I've always wanted to have a channel where I pick out horror movies that you would never have heard in your life. That more horror movies that are so 1 star in IMDb, bitch. Movies that you were like, who made this? And I would react to them and make my commentary and kind of take the piss out of it. Not be hateful, but just take the piss out of it and be like, girl. But you know, with my sarcastic ass sense of humor. That's what I would love to do, like on a weekly basis, just pick a movie, a horror movie that is so ridiculous, sometimes I'll pick like a movie that everybody knows, but mostly I would pick a movie that, bitch, you would be like, girl, this is a fake movie, but no, it's not. And I would just be like commenting, reacting, you know, shading, roasting, all that stuff. That is my dream because I love horror movies. Like, let me just, I remember the first time I saw Vampira and Elvira on TV. Well, Vampira was a short-lived. If you don't know about Vampira, her story, it's very sad, but it's so interesting. Her sense of humor, the way she would talk and the way she would hypersexual, but also like scary bitch. And I get my sense of humor from Vampira. If you see my videos and you watch Vampira's videos, you'll be like, gotcha. And so I always wanted to be them and take that to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I would love to see my channel go. But you know, at the moment, I'm very entertained. Thank you very much, doing what I gotta do, even though I'm stressed the fuck out with Euphoria. And also, I would love to, okay, don't judge me, but I would also love to have a second channel dedicated to ASMRs. Oh my god, oh my god. Next question. Are there any celebrities, YouTubers, singers, actors that you think are overrated? Now, oh lord, I can feel y'all coming for me. I'm Dominican, so this kind of hurts, but bitch, if it's the truth, it has to be said. I want to preface by saying this. I am not hating, I am not, well, I am judging, but I'm not trying to be hateful or anything. I'm just trying to be honest. There is a rapper, she's not a singer, that I do think is overrated. Is not the word. I just think that people tend to let things slide from her a little bit, and that is Miss Cardi B. Now, preface by saying this, I do like some of her music. I do listen to some of her music. She bad, she bad, she bad, she bad, Birkin bad, on repeat. But in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, it's the fact, bitch, is there. She has said things that are very much homophobic things, transphobic things, you know, little racist things sometimes, that really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, people just don't care. I was like, wait a minute, she says some reckless shit and she's in her 20s. It's not like this bitch is in her 80s and shit. This bitch is in her 20s and she's saying reckless shit like this and people are like, whatever, I like it like that. Miss Thing, I don't like it like that, honey. That is just homophobic, racist behavior. Again, don't blame the hustle. The bitch is doing it, honey. Okay, she's in commercial. She's out here selling Pepsi Colas, bitch. She is doing it, honey. Okay, ho ho ho. But in my opinion, she does things that rub me the wrong way and turn me off from her a little bit. Then I'm just like, I do not endorse this behavior from people. I don't mind. I like the music, but that's the extent of it. And she's Dominican, so it does hurt me to. Again, I respect the hustle. I praise to her, honey. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. But when shit is done wrong, it needs to be called out, in my opinion. And she has done things that have rubbed me the wrong way. But that's about it. The music is the cutoff point for me, honey. I'm sorry. I can enjoy the music, but honey, keep it cute or put it on. Next question. ZZAVID, are there any horror movies or movies in general that you refuse to watch because you have been traumatized? Well, questioner. Yes. Bitch, let me tell you something right now. There is a movie that was made like 12 years ago. It's a French film. I saw it because it was recommended to me on IMDb. You know, when you when you rate a certain movie and then it's some, you know, you like a movie and then a couple of movies like, you know, pop up. It's like, oh, you might like this. Let me tell you something. I might sue because IMDb done with me. Anyways, the movie is a French film, so I had to put the subtitles on and understand what the what they were saying. What was it called? Oh, Inside. They made a remake, the American remake. Don't watch that. Not because it's traumatizing, it just sucked. L'Intérieur. Inside, basically. This movie, I had to pause this movie. If I'm not mistaken, I had to pause this movie 4 times in the entirety of watching it because I genuinely could not look at what I was watching. I couldn't look at the TV screen. It was trauma. People, this movie f***ed me up. Let me set up the scene. Is this pregnant woman? It's Christmas Eve, so it's a perfect movie to watch for Christmas because it's set up in Christmas Eve. It's set up in Christmas Eve. So basically, this woman grieving over her dead husband, who she lost. They were both in a car accident. She was pregnant at the time. The car crash. It starts off. That's how the movie starts off. So I'm not spoiling anything. If you want to see it, again, I'm going to preface by saying this: the movie is horrifying. The visuals is too much to take. It's too much. I was like, this is sick even for me. And I've seen the Cannibal Holocaust. I've seen Human Centipede. That's child's play compared to this shit. Where was I? Oh, she loses her husband. They were both in a car crash, but he's the one that dies. She survived. She's pregnant. She's about to pop. It's Christmas Eve. She's still grieving. She's sad. The whole family's trying to get her to come to the family event, you know, but she wants to be home alone. She doesn't want anybody to bother her. She's home alone. She's in the couch. She's like all depressed. She's like, oh, scandalo, bitch. Next thing you know, the door knocks. Not the door knocks. Somebody's knocking at the door. You know, it's late at night. It's the middle of the night. Anyways, there's this woman we've never seen before. She's like, I think she said that she had a car accident. She could call somebody, something like trying to get in the house. And that is when shit goes down. All I'm gonna say is this: the woman knocking, she will stop at nothing to get the woman's unborn child. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You draw your own conclusion how this shit goes down. We see each other? Gotcha. You decide whether you want to see the movie now. Bitch, that movie, oh no. That movie, no, I'm serious. That movie needs to come with a warning. Well, it's the most traumatizing movie I've ever seen. Watch it at your own risk. Again, I warned you. Don't come swing me, bitch, because I ain't got no money. Next question. ZZAVID, what are your top 3 movies of all time, darling? Tell me. Now, I am a movie buff. I will see just about any. Of course, there are genres that I just, if you see my Call Me By Your Name reaction, you'll know that romance is not for me, sis. Like, it ain't for me. Wait, hold up. Let me masturbate for a minute and then I'll come back to it. Okay, well, I do have a favorite movie of all time. My favorite movies are Murder on the Orient Express, the 70s version. I think it was 73 that it came out. Don't watch the remake because they did like 2017 or something. The movie sucked. I'm sorry. It sucks. Murder on the Orient Express, the 70s version with Albert Finney, Lauren Bacall. The cast was incredible. It's an amazing movie. Oh my god. It's one of my all-time. I watch that movie at least 3 to 4 times a year because it's so fucking good. Just even though I know how it ends, I know what everybody's gonna say, I still watch it because the drama is like elevated and everybody's so glamorous and you're like, oh, you would never kill anybody, but yes, they would. Fabulous. Clue, 1985, 84, 85. Fabulous. Murder mysteries are the best. The best. The thing with Clue is that it's so funny as opposed to Murder on the Orient Express, which has humor, but it's mostly like a no, that, you know. But Clue is like takes the piss out of everything and just makes fun of itself. It has fun with it. It's so funny and it's so ridiculous, but it's still, you're invested. You're like, who killed 2, bitch? It's amazing. I love Death Becomes Her. This thing, Death Becomes Her is probably the movie that made me gay. Yeah. And it's my favorite Meryl Streep movie of all time. I know she's won Oscars for, you know, Iron Lady, Sophie's Choice. She's fabulous. But that is my favorite Meryl Streep movie of all time. It is so good. If you have never seen Death Becomes Her, it is basically like these two frenemies. They're friends, but are they? It really does focus on the dynamic between women so well, and that I kind of like, oh my god, who are you? You know what I'm talking about, that fake shit that, you know, women tend to do. Well, gays do it too. They're very sweet, but honey, they had the chance, bitch. Hatchet through the face. It's such a good movie. It's funny, it's dramatic, it's mysterious, it's, oh my god, it's everything you want in a movie. It's catty. I mean, Meryl Streep, what's her name? What's her, oh god, the pills are kicking in. Oh, Goldie Hawn. So sorry, the name, Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn are gold. Gold! It's so good. It's a fabulous movie. If you've never seen it and if you want to laugh, basically like two girls, two women who are past their prime. So society says, you know, they gotten a little older, some wrinkles, honey, but that's fine. They take this potion that rejuvenates them, honey. They go 30 years back, honey. Again, at the end of my videos, honey, they looking, what is it that I say at the end of my videos? Oh, right and tight, bitch, okay? And it goes wrong real quick.
Look at me, Ernest. Just look at me. I'm soaking wet.
I love All About Eve. Watch it all the time. It's one of the movies where I learned how to talk to people, like how to be like very quick-witted with that. Like if somebody says something, you say something right back, bitch. One of those movies. It's fabulous. Psycho is probably my favorite movie of all time. The mystery behind Psycho. I have a video dedicated to horror movies, so I'm not gonna say much about it, but that was the first horror movie I ever saw. And can you imagine like a 5, 6-ish-year-old watching Psycho, not knowing anything about it, everybody's dying, and you're like, okay, so you know, it's whatever. Bitch, that movie traumatized me. By the end of the movie, I needed therapy. I really did, because I was so gagged. As a 6-year-old, I was like, what the f***? Gagged. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock is king and Anthony Perkins is queen. She's fabulous. Next question. ZZAVID, if you were to make a soundtrack to your life, what songs would be in it? Please, I want to know. I don't know. That's a hard question. Let's go to my Spotify. Let's go to my Spotify to see what songs I listen to a lot, bitch. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The first song that comes to my mind is probably Boys by Sabrina. It's an 80s song. If you're over a certain age, you know the song. But this, the song... I love Boys, Boys, Boys. Because I really am. Even though I don't approach them, I'm just always looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely has to be there in the song. Probably Speechless from the Lady Gaga album. I think it was The Fame Monster. I can't believe what you said to me. Last night we were alone. That song, I mentioned something. That song came out in a really like, I was like in high school. It was just the drama, honey, of the sadness. It was so much going on, and I had a lot of stuff going on in personal life. And that song really carried me through, bitch, because it was just singing like it is with the piano, and you just felt it, bitch. Let freak, says she, freak out. My favorite song of all time. And anything from the Ceremonials album from Florence and the Machine, that entire album from head to toe is my life. That entire album read me for filth, bitch, okay? Anytime You Need a Friend from Mariah Carey, darling, that song always makes me cry. You know, there are songs that I just listen to and they just take me to a certain place in my life that I was. I remember Anytime You Need a Friend. That song made me cry so many times. A song that I would absolutely want to have is Prom Night. Not the Jeffree Star song. It was a song featured in the movie Prom Night 1980 with Jamie Lee Curtis. I remember watching that movie. I like the movie. The movie's good. But I remember listening to the music in this album. It changed my life. When I listen to the album, it really does take me back to like being like almost 12, almost 13, you know, being like, oh, prom night, everything is alright. It makes no sense as to why it's in my life soundtrack or something. It's just because it takes me back to like freshman year, high school, and it just takes me back to that nostalgia of like, oh my god, I'm starting high school, da da da. I would recommend Love Me Till I Die, Changes, and Tonight is Prom Night. Oh my, so good. Next question. ZZAVID, do you have any weird, crazy hookup stories? And this is where the video takes a turn, bitch. Oh, fix it, Jesus. I feel like people think that I'm like a whore, which is fine, I'll take it, bitch. I mean, hey, if anybody thinks I'm getting some action, bitch, I ain't denying it. But I really am not, honestly, like, nuns get more action than me, bitch. I have this, oh god, this is a sorted, bitch. This is a ZZAVID the miniseries, bitch. This was like a year ago. I took an Uber pool, because I had to go to school. That's the thing, my school is not far. I can actually walk from my school, but if I have time, like if I take it easy. But I had gotten up a little late. I wasn't late, but I had to rush, and I didn't want to run because then I would get to class sweaty, and I was like, that's disgusting. I can't be in class sweating. That's not cute. That's not sexy. So I ordered an Uber pool because it obviously was cheaper. I didn't want to pay for private thing just to go to school. I was gonna be the last one to get dropped off. So I sit in the front. There was two people there sitting in the back, and I was in the front. So I was like, oh lord, okay. I don't like talking. I don't like personal. I put my sunglasses on and I put my headphones. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want you to be, I'm good, bitch. I don't need to talk. That's why I don't like sitting in the front. But anyways, I'm sitting in the front. We're driving to school. The first person gets dropped off, and then the second person gets dropped off. It's really quick. It's like it's happening quick. And then as soon as everybody leaves, the guy is driving me to school. He's looking at the road, but he's talking to me. And I'm like, I have my bitch Mariah's on. When Mariah's on, I ain't listen to nobody. I kept hearing him say something. I was like, what? And he asked me, are you gay? And I was like, bitch, does Liberace like to suck dick? And he was like, do you bottom? And I was like, I don't see how that's any of your business. That's not what I said, but in my mind, I was like, what? And I was like, maybe. Oh my God. This is where things take a turn. I turned to him because at this point, I'm like, bitch, where are you going with this? He looks to me and says, well, I like to top. And I was like, good for you, sis. And then he says to me, he says something to the extent of, would you ever want to like or something like that? And I was like, when I tell you, I swear to God, I almost got whiplash because I was like, what? It's literally like 9:30 in the morning talking about and shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. The first thing that I noticed, a wedding ring. And then I'm like, are you married? And he's like, yeah. To a man? I'm serious. And he was like, no, to a woman. And I have a kid. Cracked. Baby, when I tell y'all, my mouth was but then I shut it real quick because he might have shut, We're getting closer to school. I can already see the campus from a distance. And I'm like, please don't let there be a red light. Please don't let there be a red light. There was a red light. He stops. And when I tell y'all, I am not joking, bitch. He took his dick out. He was so hard. He could have broken a window with his dick because it was so hard. He was just like, boom. I was like, oh! You know when those situations when things happen so quickly that you don't even know what to say or what to do? Like you're like, what the f just happened? I was gagged. I did not know what to do. I did not know what to say. I was just like, that's what happened. That's all I remember. He gave me his phone number. If you want to text me at this number. Like, those apps that you get a private, that it's like an app where you get separate text messages not attached to your iMessage goes to, To this day, I actually still have his card because they gave me his card. I still have it. No, there was no follow-up. This man was married with children, honey. He had his dick pulled out. I was like by the window, still like gagged. When I tell you that guys are reckless sometimes, and mind you, he didn't have tinted windows. This was 9:30, like it was like 9:15, 9:30 in the morning. Clear windows, dick out, like those things in front of the car shops. Reckless. He had no shame, honey. He straight up said, yeah, I have a wife and kids. You wanna f? I was like, girl, you need Jesus. You and your dick need Jesus. It was a nice dick though. I'm not gonna lie, it was a mouthful. But I like, girl, you are married with children. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a storyline in Euphoria, bitch. That is not my gig, that is not my case. Bitch, when I got to that stop at my school, I got out so quick. I'm like, bitch, let me out. But it was a nice dick. I'm gonna give him that. It was a nice dick. Okay, bitch, we're getting to the end and I'm gonna do some lightning rounds, so answer these quickly as I possibly can, bitch. Okay, let's go. What is your zodiac sign? Bitch, my zodiac sign is an Aries. April 8th, 1995. I am 24 years old. I am single and I love long walks on the beach. Thank you. What is your guilty pleasure? Bitch, my guilty pleasure, I love chocolate, but I'm vegan, so I have to make sure that the chocolate always is like dairy free. Like I cream my panties, bitch, whenever I eat chocolate. Oh. And also, if you guys ever come to New York, it's like a food court kind of ish. It's called Cinnamon Snail. It's in 34th Street. It's called the Penzi, but it's like a cafeteria place because they have like different restaurants in the vicinity. There is this thing called peanut butter cheesecake brownie. It is the best thing I have ever tasted in my entire life. I dream about it every night, but I can't have it every night because, bitch, I'll end up looking like Rasputia, bitch. Every time I buy one, I buy two. Don't judge me. I split it in half because it is like this thick and this big. It's so because it's peanut butter, cheesecake, and a brownie. Insane, whether you're vegan or not, is one of the best desserts I've ever had in my life. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I love commentary channels and I love ASMR channels. Bitch. Oh, they have a name. The ASMR artist, My Life. Wait, hold on. Let me go to my subscription things to tell y'all some of the ones that I follow. Dennis ASMR, fabulous. Who else, bitch? Who else? And JoJo's ASMR. Those are two of my favorites. So like that I like follow and I watch every single one of their videos, and all of their videos put me to sleep. The tingles are insane, bitch. Oh my god, it's so good. It literally feels like somebody is tickling my brain. Oh my god. I honestly watch those videos every night before I go to bed. I know it's not for everybody. I know the people that are literally like hate ASMR videos. For me, it almost puts me like a meditation space because I'm just like was it like last week or something? It was one of those 2-hour long ASMRs. Bitch, I woke up at 1:59. I was like, ooh, wait, it was so good, bitch. I dreamt I was in another dimension. I do follow a lot of commentary channels, like Luke Alexander, I think is one of them. Wait, let me hold on a second. Yeah, Luke Alexander, he's one of my faves. I just recently like found him like a month ago. YouTube does that perfectly. Every once in a blue moon, they'll recommend somebody that's perfectly right for you. He talks like he just has the well of knowledge, and he's just talking about stuff that's happening on YouTube, social media, whatever. Commentaries on pop culture and all that stuff. I'll watch his videos. It's like a 20-minute video and I'll just fly by. Fabulous, very calming. The opposite of me. I love You know what's so weird? I love watching old commercials from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s. Those old school commercials. I could watch those for hours. Yeah, that's about it. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube, but it's random stuff. But those are the staples that I keep watching all the time. And I love gossip channels. You know, I love gossip channels, bitch. They give me what I need, bitch. Messy, drama, escandalo, all that. Who are your favorite drag queens from Drag Race? Bitch, my favorites are Always and Forever, Valentina, Jinx Monsoon, and I want to say Raven. Raven is a badass drag queen, but she has a mate with RuPaul, being RuPaul's makeup artist, bitch. She is getting paid, bitch. Those are like the three that I would like gag if I met them in person. My titties will get wet. Love them. Fabulous. I love them for different reasons. Valentina gives me the drama. She gives me the beauty. She gives me the grace. Jinx gives me the humor. She gives me the theatrical. And Raven just gives me the mug and the shady ass. Oh my god, that bitch is shady. ZZAVID, do you have other siblings? No, I'm an only child. Ding. Spoiled. Mostly. Not too spoiled, but you know what I mean. You know, if you're an only child, you know what I'm talking about. ZZAVID, what are your biggest pet peeves? My pet peeves are dirty people. There's a difference between messy and dirty. You can be messy. I can tolerate messiness for, not tolerate it to the point where it's fine, but I can tolerate it more than a dirty person because there's a big difference between dirty and being messy. Messy is like, oh my god, I can't find my papers. There's so much. Dirty is like, bitch, you haven't taken a shower in 3 days and I can smell it. And I live in a building across the street. That's a problem. It's so disrespectful when somebody just comes up to you, dirty, stank breath, armpits stinking like onions, pussy stank like fish. It's disrespectful. If you're gonna come to me, you best be smelling clean. Soap ain't expensive. Clean yourself before you go to a public setting where you gotta meet other people. If you're in your own house, in the comfort of your own home and ain't nobody there, you can be as dirty as you want. You pay your bills, you do you, bitch. But when you step out of your house, bitch, wash your ass. ZZAVID, what is your favorite band singer of all times? Well, I mean, I love Barbra Streisand, Mariah Carey, and Lady Gaga. That's like the holy trinity. But I love Aretha Franklin. Oh my god. Get it right and jump to it. But I do love Barbara, Mariah, and Gaga. Those are the holy trinity for me. Like queens. Ethereal queens, bitch. Do you have any tips for adulting? High school transitioning to adulting? I'm not in no position to be giving advice like this, but y'all ask, I mean, honestly for me, it's take your time. Don't feel like you have the pressure because your friends are in this job level or doing something that you're not doing and you feel like, oh my god, I'm not as good. Everybody has their own pace and everybody has their own lane. So my thing is focus on you and don't look at other people because that's when we tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves, like bad pressure, not like good pressure, like keep on going, keep on. It's pressure of like, I'm not as good as them. And it's like, girl, we all have our own books. You have this book, I have this book, I have my book. I write at my pace and how it feels comfortable for me. Just because I'm not at the level of this person doesn't mean that I'm less of a success or less of a failure. We put so much pressure like, I gotta be married by this time, I gotta have a child by this time, I gotta be at this career level by this time. Stop. Take your time. Push yourself. Obviously, don't like lay back and wait for things to come to you. But I'm saying is like, take your time and go at your pace. Don't go at Mary Sue's pace because bitch, she's in her lane. Set a goal for yourself. Set plans. If you have a goal, that's fabulous. Now go for it, but do it at your pace. And don't focus on Mary Sue. Don't focus on Sally Faye. Focus on you. And don't worry about it. If your book don't look like hers, that don't mean that your book is less quality, bitch, okay? You're doing you, okay? Just do you and take your time. Do it at your own pace. That's what I gotta say on that, bitch. Anyways, bitch, it's time for me to go. I didn't answer all of your questions, but I tried as many as I could. If I didn't answer your question this time, bitch, maybe for the 20K I'll answer your question, bitch, okay? Anyways, girl, it's time for me to go, and thank you again so much for asking these questions. I really appreciate them. I hope I answered as many as I could. Bitch, I'm sorry if I didn't answer all of them. There were so many good ones, but I didn't want this video to be like an hour long, bitch, so you know. Anyways, girl, it's time for me to go, but thanks again for the questions. I hope you're satisfied with the results, darling. But of course, bitch, you know you gotta keep it rats. Keep it tight. And I'll see you until next time, darlings. Bye.